look damn good, though.
Greetings, whoever this may concern. Christian Aguilar here, back with another series review. And in today's series review, I am going to be reviewing the new Marvel series, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Falcon and the Winter Soldier stars Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan as the main two roles, the two Avengers that we've known for some time now. I believe Bucky we first were introduced to in the first Avenger, first the Captain America movie, and Falcon was in the Winter Soldier, so it's sequel. So it's pretty cool to see both sidekicks of Captain America team up and become this dynamic duo that a lot of fans loved over the years, especially in Civil War. They had a lot of great moments in Civil War as well. So, like many Marvel fans, it's pretty exciting to see them get their own series and to see the story that they're going to tell. Right off the bat, this is just for episode 1. I've only seen episode 1 thus far. I will be doing a video on episode 2. I know I am a little behind on the episodes because this Friday is already episode 3. So I'm trying to get these first 2 reviews out before episode 3 so I can be in sync with when the episodes come out. I was debating with myself whether or not I should wait for the entire season to air and finish and to review it as a whole, like I did with WandaVision, but I kind of wanted to see how it would feel to review each episode individually. So, without further ado, let's get into it. When it came to The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, expectations are already set pretty high. It's a Marvel film, man, all right? They've made huge splashes with their Avengers movies. They are with, well, technically all their damn movies, man. All of their movies have made huge splashes, but yeah, they've outranked Avatar. Well, I guess that's changed now because Avatar got the #1 spot again because they were re-released in China recently. But so yeah, they're battling each other. Basically, it's just Disney battling each other because they bought 20th Century. So when it comes to watching this, expectations are high. You know, I mean, the budget is like massive on this damn thing, so nothing should look cheap. Nothing should look fake. Everything should look like, yeah, this is real. I'll believe that they're flying in the air and doing all this crazy acrobatic stuff. And so when watching it, the first episode, right off the bat, it is pretty short, like all the episodes are. I think Marvel has scheduled that pretty wisely. You know, it's leaving people to want more in the end. You know, and if your Disney Plus subscription happens to end in the middle of these episodes airing, you're going to want to renew it to see how the season's gonna finish. You know, and so it's strategical what they're doing. You know, a weekly release, and it's so long. You know, these episodes aren't like an hour long, so that is one thing I will have to knock of it, is that you can't really, and this is why I was debating, you know, to review the whole season. You can't really get the whole feel of the story in just the one episode, you know. So if you're one of those people that say, I don't like waiting, I want to see the whole thing from beginning to end, I don't want to be waiting mid-story for something, then I recommend waiting for the entire season. I got a buddy of mine, he likes waiting for the entire season to come up, but his only downfall is he doesn't stay off the internet, so he's gonna probably get spoiled whenever something big happens. Like the Evan Peters reveal in WandaVision, when that first happened, he saw it on the internet, so he couldn't go into WandaVision totally fresh, you know, so it was pretty interesting to see him try to wait it out until the end. So, and if you're able to do that without any spoilers, I commend you. So yeah, other than the length of this episode, I thought it was really, really cool. I thought it was pretty cool how they shared. Well, they're mainly focusing on Falcon. I don't know if that's going to be throughout the series. If Falcon's going to be the main out of the two, you know, just because his name comes first, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But it does seem like the first episode was really Falcon heavy. So I wonder if episode 2 is going to be a little more towards the Winter Soldier, or is it going to still keep that formula? Because they did show a little bit of the Winter Soldier in episode 1. They showed his nightmare, his flashback / nightmare, his therapy session, which I think is really awesome for them to delve into, really that whole trauma that Bucky is feeling after being captured by Hydra. It's really cool to see them both operate separately. You know, at first you would think like, oh, they're going to be teaming up right off the bat. No, at first they're separate. You see Falcon doing his own thing, and then you see Bucky doing his own thing. So I like how they're starting it separate, and I like how they're laying out the groundwork. We know what's to come, but yet we still got to patiently wait. And the aerial fights, I love the fights in with Falcon in the sky. The opening, like the way the episode opens is just amazing. I mean, with the helicopter fight in the beginning with Falcon soaring through the sky, man, it was just amazing. You know, all the helicarriers and the helicopter fights were all just spectacular. Him flying through them, jumping on board, beating a couple guys up, and then tossing them out, and then for him to fly out and continue his route. It was pretty cool to see, because every time I saw Captain America movies, or like the Avenger movies where Falcon was in them, I always loved seeing the fights in the sky, like whoever he was fighting against in the sky, because I think it's just such, you know, that's where the comic books come to life, because superheroes are superheroes. You know, they fly and they fight in the sky. So to see that really embraced with Falcon, it's just awesome. So I expect to see way more of that when more episodes air. Along with that, I kind of wish they made Bucky a little scarier a bit, like a little more intimidating, because maybe that's just because I'm used to seeing him as a hero and as a good guy for so long, that the fact that he was once a villain, like, you know, in the Winter Soldier, that whole intimidation kind of wore off, because we all know ultimately he's a good guy. You know, he doesn't mean what he's doing. But I guess I can't really knock the series for that. They're not trying to make Bucky intimidating or scary. They're trying to redeem him. They're trying to make him the good guy that he is. But yeah, I thought it would just be pretty cool to see like a little bit of like, kind of like a little bit of like a horror element into the episode with Bucky, and showing his traumatic memory via nightmare. You know, it would be cool to be like, oh, have it like you're in the guard's perspective and you don't know like where they're coming from, like a Batman-esque type scene where it's like Bucky comes in and he's like taking them out one by one, and it's like, oh damn, it's pretty intimidating and it's scary. You know, I felt like they could have probably done something like that, but maybe they didn't want to, because again, they don't want to make him seem like the bad guy, and they probably don't want to get that Batman connection in there. They want to keep him separate from DC. So it all makes sense. That's just, you know, that was just a little pet peeve of mine, because I thought that would be like a cool way to introduce Bucky's character, you know, in a kind of like a horror setup. But then you know, it's a dream, and he wakes up and he's like, oh crap, I gotta go to therapy, you know. So it's like, I thought that would have been pretty cool. But regardless, I do like the fighting. It's pretty cool. It's really entertaining, and I expect nothing less from Marvel. So yeah, when it comes to the rating, out of 10, I have to give The Falcon and the Winter Soldier Episode 1 a solid 8 out of 10. Yes, 8 out of 10. It wasn't the most spectacular thing you'll see on television. Well, maybe it is, because the budget's pretty high up there compared to a lot of other television productions. But since it's just the first episode, they're building up a lot of things. They're setting a lot of the groundwork up. So you can't really expect a spectacular, you know, like a finale just yet, you know. But for a beginning episode, it's pretty solid. I like how they're telling the stories individually. And it would be cool to see them come together eventually. So yeah, with that being said, 8 out of 10. It's a good episode, real entertaining, and it leaves you wanting more for episode 2. And of course, the reveal of U.S. Agent at the end was just spectacular. I mean, it just obviously just like makes you want more, you know. So with that being said, I'll be getting into episode 2 in the next video. But that is it for right now. I hope you're all well out there. Thank you so much if you reached the end. It is always appreciated when you reach the end of these videos and you give it a like. So thank you if you do so. And like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.